Hi, I am Alan Rutberg. One more. I'm the director of the Center for Animals and Public Policy. I've been at Tufts for like 25 years. Um, I will talk more about what I do at the in the center later, but a little bit about my background. Um, I am a PhD ecologist, animal behaviorist. These are my three keystone species, the species that I've worked on most in my life. I like warm, furry things with 4 feet that spend at least some of their time out in the open, so I can watch them. I did my PhD work um, on American bison at the bison range in Montana, and I did some work at Yellowstone as well. Got interested in them as grazers. Um, they're interesting because they don't have a lot of social organizations. They tend to be pretty random in their aggregations, which was odd. And so I got interested after watching bison. I came east and spent 4 years, I guess, watching wild horses on Aztec Island in Maryland. And they're completely different in that horses, of course, have lots of social behavior and lots of social organization and live in stable groups, and they're kind of the opposite of bison in many ways. Um, Maybe a little more interesting to watch too. So anyway, so I guess maybe my second or third year at Assateague, I got the National Park Service that was managing Assateague got interested in controlling the wild horse population, but they weren't interested in getting involved in removals and adoptions and all the hassles and problems that involved. So they brought in two of my future colleagues, Jay Kirkpatrick and John Turner, to see if they could um, reduce the birth rate. But they wanted them to reduce the birth rate without actually getting their hands on them. So they developed a couple of DART delivered techniques um, for using contraception, and I sort of got sucked in at that point, and I started working with them, and I have been working with it in that field ever since. So I've been doing work on contraception in wild horses, and also doing work on fertility control in white-tailed deer, which of course were huge when I lived in Maryland. They're also still an issue here in Massachusetts, but not to as great a degree. But looking for non-lethal ways to help deer and people live together. So that's kind of where I've been. I was working with the Humane Society of the United States, now Humane World for Animals, in the 1990s. That's when I started doing the deer work and ramping up some of the wild horse work, and joined Tufts 25 years ago, but have continued that work since then. So the Center for Animals is placed in Cummings School of Veterinary Medicine at Tufts University, which is a very cool place to be. And it's cool because uniformly everyone here cares about animals. So people have pets, but also understand that animals play an important role in people's lives, which is not something you find everywhere. But because we're living in this milieu where everyone likes animals and knows that animals are important, it makes it a lot easier for us to do what we do at the center. So the healing animals, helping humans, and changing lives is um, the vision for the veterinary school. Um, so again, it's a good school, and it's great to be here. I and my colleagues have been here for a long time, and we're here for a long time because we like it here. So the Center for Animals and Public Policy, was founded almost at the beginning of the vet school back in 1983, I think. And the MAPP program actually goes back to fall of 1995. So we've been around for a while. But we are committed to a vision of a world where humans and animals thrive together. So animal well-being matters. Animal and human well-being are linked, and both are enhanced through improved understanding of human-animal relationships. And seeking to understand human-animal relationships is the core of what we do here at the center. There are sort of 4 different areas that we tend to work in, that the faculty and the students work in. Generally, human-animal relationships. My colleague, Dr. Mueller, is a developmental psychologist who works in human-animal interactions, studies human-animal assisted interventions, the human-animal bond, and psychology of pet ownership. My colleague, Shauna Dowling-Geyer, runs the companion animal welfare and behavior piece. She has a long history in social science research, which she started to apply to animal sheltering and community outreach with respect to animals some years ago before she joined the center, working with the Animal Rescue League of Boston and the Consortium for Shelter Dogs. So she's interested in the behavior of both dogs and people, and other animals as well. I'm sort of the human wildlife interactions piece. And so I'm really interested in human wildlife conflict. And again, mostly in a North American context, specializing in deer, but also beaver and geese and other kinds of animals that you see a lot of in urban areas and that people complain about. And more broadly, the policy and ethics of managing wildlife, which I've been thinking about a lot since I started working for the HSUS many years ago. And finally, we have faculty members who are involved in farm animal welfare and lab animal welfare and the regulation, especially of research animals. There isn't much regulation of farm animals. There should be, but there isn't. So, Masters in Animals and Public Policy is different. It's strange to say this, we've been around for 30 plus years, but we are still unique in being a vet school-based animal policy program. There are other programs that are based at law schools that are more law-focused, and we have some relationships with some of those folks. But as far as a hands-on science-based animal policy program, we're still kind of it. And again, our advocacy is evidence-based and focuses on animal health and well-being, as well as the relationship, the health of animals and how it relates to the health of people and how it's dependent on the health of human communities. And we are an in-person program. And because we're in person, you get a lot of personal attention. Although we sort of assign mentors kind of loosely based on your interests, you can go into any faculty office at any time and talk to us. So we do have a very close community of students and a close community of faculty and a close community of alums who are, regularly in communication with me and Ginny. I got an email this morning from an alum I haven't heard from for a year who was interested in a lot of the things that I was interested in and worked for the Humane Society for a while and is now thinking about next steps. But anyway, we talk to a lot of our alums. And moreover, our alums help a lot in getting our students set up with externships and research projects and hopefully jobs. So our goal for you at the MAPP program is to prepare you to work in animal policy. And so we work on skill building, analytical research and communication skills. We expose you to a wide range of animal issues. People come in sometimes knowing what they're interested in, sometimes not. Sometimes people who are interested in one thing will find out about other things that interest them more and shift their interests in the animal space. Again, I work on wildlife, but we also work again on companion animals, and we talk about companion animal issues. We talk about farm animal issues. We talk about research animal issues, and again, expose you to a lot of different people who are involved in that. It's not just the faculty here. We bring in lots of guest speakers, not just from around campus, from other places as well. And we want to give you practice to understand other views of animals It's pretty easy in the animal space to get into your own little bubble and just hear from other people who think the way you do. But it turns out that bubble can be pretty small. And we do want everyone to know what people are thinking outside their bubbles, because that makes you a better advocate and makes you more effective in helping animals and their people. So our graduates do quite well getting jobs. About 30% of our alums are in animal protection and conservation nonprofits. 20% work for regional humane societies, and there's some overlap in those categories. About just less than a third go to vet school or law school or PhD programs. And we also have a small but significant chunk that goes into government service. We've got a couple who work for Fish and Wildlife Service, a couple who work for USDA, and also research compliance. And that is people who staff IACUC's animal care and use committees, as well as institutional review boards and other folks who are involved with overseeing research in a community context or in a university research context. So let's say we do pretty well. And again, because we're so in touch with so many of these alumni, if you ask me for someone who's interested, who's done work at zoos or something like that, I can list 5 people who are involved with zoos or involved in rescues or sanctuaries or other kinds of things. Here, we'll talk some more about alumni later, but here's just a few folks who have been around for a while. Valerie at the bottom was sort of the IACUC director here for a long time and ended up moving to Chicago a few years back. Amy and Katie are our Fish and Wildlife Service law enforcement folks. Paula, I'm in touch with pretty regularly. I think she's based at Rachel Carson National Estuarine Research Reserve. We're connected because she manages horses with contraceptives there. But I think she also just found herself mayor of Beaufort, North Carolina. So I have to find out more about that. So Danica is also someone who is close to us. She's currently out at the Wild Animal Sanctuary in Colorado, and Kate is with PetSmart Charities, which has been which is very helpful that she is connected in that area. Sorry. So I could take 5 other random alumni or 10 other random alumni, and they're all doing interesting things. So curriculum-wise, there's some things we think you all need to see. And so there's a core curriculum, which all students take with some very limited exceptions. We have a research track and an applied track. And you make your choice about whether you want to do research or applied at the end of fall semester. Often people don't really know where their interests lie, so we give you a little time to sort yourselves out. And then the capstone project, the summer capstone project, is either a research project for the research track or an externship. Plus, we have a bunch of electives that are available and fun. Excuse me. So the core curriculum is composes of our sort of flagship course, which is Animals and Society, so that it's both fall and spring semester. And it's the sort of overall umbrella introduction to policy, to animal issues, as well as human animal interactions. So we talk about, again, that's where we talk about wildlife issues and research animal issues and farm animal issues and companion animal issues. So right now at the beginning of spring semester, I'm done with my wildlife module, and so the students are learning about research animals and research animal policy and welfare. So that is our core. Everyone takes research methods, and so that's an introduction to qualitative and quantitative research skills. There's also a statistics course, which plays a little bit into research methods, an introductory statistics course, which you need to know to either do your own research or to evaluate other people's research. And finally, there's a public policy analysis course, which is taught in the spring semester by Dr. Jennifer Jackman. Jennifer is a professor of government, actually, at Salem State University, but she's also a MAPP grad, and is one of the few people who is doing serious public policy analysis from an animal viewpoint. So that's a super valuable course. We have a batch of electives. We have an animal law course, which has been taught by a few different people. The last iteration was co-taught by Ann Linder, who is also a graduate of the program. And Ann went to law school at Stanford and is currently a fellow, I think a fellow at the Yale Law and Environment. Can't remember. It's the LEAP program, Animal Policy. Environment and Animal Policy program at Yale Law School. We also have connections with the Harvard Animal Law and Policy program, which is like right next door. And the other teacher is Elizabeth Malampy, who is actually also affiliated with Harvard and has other connections with the center. I teach a wildlife in captivity course, which I love. And I've been teaching it for like more than 10 years now. And we talk about zoos and goods and bads. And we also talk about captive wildlife in other contexts, in trade, in communication, in education, in research, in entertainment, and so forth. And it's a pretty interesting course. And I teach that for the MAPP students, but also the DVM students and conservation medicine students take that course. So it's quite fun because people have slightly different perspectives. We have an animal welfare science elective. Shauna teaches 2 animal behavior electives, one which is an animal behavior and human activities class in fall, and an applied animal behavior class in spring, which is sort of shelter and vet practice oriented and companion animal oriented. And because we're at a vet school, there are opportunities to volunteer for various outreach functions. So that are done here at the vet school, and you can do that as electives. So again, another cool reason to be at a vet school. Okay, end of fall semester, you decide which track you want to follow. We have sort of an application process for the research track. The applied track is default. It's not meant to be an arduous or high bar to get into the research track, but if you take the research, you do well in the research methods class and the statistics class, and you have an area that you're interested in, and you can find a faculty member who's willing to sponsor you, which there almost always is, then you're into the research track. So the research track involves 2 additional courses. It's statistics in the spring and a research methods 2 class in the spring, which consists partly of helping you flesh out your research proposal. And then in fall, and typically in summer, and typically in the following fall as well, you carry out your research project. We found from experience that hardly anyone can actually finish a research project in one semester. So you get a freebie second semester. There's no tuition associated with the second semester to finish the project. It just works out that, especially if you're using somebody else's data set, or if you have to go through an institutional review of some sort, summer is just not realistic. But that is a practical consideration to think about, that if you want to follow the research track, you're looking at a fall semester as well, a second fall semester. And then there's 3 credits of electives from the previous list that you get to take, a minimum.
I don't know the percentage, but a number of those research track students get their research published in a peer-reviewed journal.
Yeah, we do a very nice job with that. So, and if people are interested ultimately in a research career, maybe going on for a PhD or another advanced degree, this will really help you do that. Our research track students have a lot of success going on to other programs. So again, all kinds of different things that people do that are consistent with our interests here. I've mentored a couple students doing projects in zoos, a couple students doing projects with Mustangs, especially Mustang adoption, animal cruelty issues. Dr. Jackman has had a long-standing interest in seals and sharks on Cape Cod and is sort of finishing up a project on that. So there have been interest in marine mammals and attitudes towards marine mammals. Anyway, wide range of things that people do. So if you have particular interests, come talk to us and we can see if there's something that makes sense for you. For the applied track, one of my dear, of course. Again, the core curriculum, which everybody takes in the fall, and then you can take the advanced statistics class as an elective, but that's not required. What is required is my communicating policy positions class, which involves basically a lot of unteaching of how people were taught to write in an academic context and teaching people to write for the public and for policymakers, which involves much more direct language, less equivocating, and more making your point. And it's kind of fun. It's a class I really like teaching, and the students enjoy. There's a certain freedom in being able to write those kinds of things. So they write op-eds and blogs and letters to the editor. They write legislative testimony and do elevator pitches and all kinds of things. So the assumption with the applied track is that this is going to help you get out into the world and do something immediately to help animals. Again, the externship is the other piece of that, and all over the place. We have certain externships that we seem to do nearly every year. We send people to MSPCA. We've had as many as 4 go to MSPCA in one summer, go to different places. MSPCA, of course, the Massachusetts Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, is the second oldest humane society in the US. And they not only do they have a veterinary hospital, but they also, of course, have a shelter with adoptions, do a lot of community outreach. They also do a lot of advocacy. And so we send people to MSPCA every year. The last couple of years, the person mentoring our interns has been a MAPP alum. So we get people in all these things. So a lot of stuff that's local. Animal Rescue League Boston also a few people often every year go there. Animal Welfare Institute, I have connections in government affairs there. So a lot of advocacy stuff, a lot of shelter stuff, but also wildlife rehab and government stuff. And anyway, lots of cool things, fun things. And so, again, we've all been here long enough that we're pretty well connected. And if we have like an interest in somebody doing something in a shelter, I will just send them to Shauna and she will call her friends there and set things up. So some of them are also like, most of them are in this area, but many of them are in DC. They can be anywhere in the country. It looks like we're sending somebody to Thailand to do some elephant conservation work this summer. Again, we have contacts there. So lots of possibilities for externships. And the idea here is you learn a lot about how to function in a public facing animal protection, animal welfare organization. And you make lots of connections, and hopefully you get connections that will lead you to jobs out of there. So before I talk about myself and my research and what I do, well, I've already talked about this a little bit. So in MAPP, I do a lot of stuff. So I teach 2 modules in animals and society in the flagship course. So I teach the opening, um, the initial general policy module, and I also teach the wildlife module, which deals with wildlife policy stuff. And there's a ton of wildlife policy. Um, Getting ahead of myself a little bit. Um, there's much less policy on animals that are privately owned, but in North America, wildlife is publicly owned, and so anything that happens with wildlife in North America involves the government getting involved, either at the state or federal or local level. So there's a ton of wildlife policy. I also teach that wildlife in captivity class again, which is huge fun. The communicating policy positions class, and I also do a little piece of stats one. Mostly statistics is now taught by Dr. Adam South, who is actually a biologist, got his PhD at the Tufts Biology Department, is interested primarily in insects. That's where he did a lot of his work. But he's sort of our hardcore stats person here at Cummings School. But I do a little piece of that as well. And of course, research I do is related to human-wildlife conflict and deer, public lands and wild horse management, and especially working with the application of contraception to suburban deer and wild horse populations. I also have some connection with the elephant people who are doing that over in South Africa. And the other thing I do is I co-direct something called the Tufts Elephant Conservation Alliance, which is a university-wide informal organization that sponsors and encourages research or conservation-based research for elephants or other conservation-based projects. We usually have a speaker every year who talks about elephants as well in our Animal Matters series. So I co-direct that with Ellen McDonald, who's actually a librarian at the Fletcher School. And they will hopefully be supporting the student who's going to Thailand this summer. So they have some money. So anyway, that's me. Let's see, anything else? This is what's coming up. I told you about how great our alumni are, and so this is our this is this year's version of our alumni panel. So that's on March 19th, and you can click on the QR code and register for that. I'm not part of that. None of the faculty are part of that. It's just a chance for our alumni to talk about their experience here and what it meant for them. And we try to find lots of people who are doing very different things, and they're all cool, and I love them all dearly.
I just want to add that they're not paid to do this; they volunteer.
Right, we do not pay them to do this. But Chloe Weber was somebody who wanted to go to vet school when she came to the program, and she had gotten herself a summer externship with a local with a New England Exotic Wildlife Center, and sometime in February, she thought, I might want to go to law school, and so she changed her externship and spent the summer working for Boston dog lawyers and ended up going to Washington University School of Law. So, everybody's path is different. Bethany is our alum who works at MSPCA, who works in advocacy there, and she came in a dog person and she left a dog person, and she will be a dog person forever. So anyway, they're all extremely cool people, and if you get a chance, you should definitely sit on that. And then application deadline is April 1st for this year. So are there questions?
Good afternoon, Dr. Rutberg. This is Andrea speaking. I have a quick question. Can this program be completed over the course of 2 years?
I'm going to say we haven't done that, but we potentially could. I think we're looking for more flexibility in how it's being done. We did offer one of the students in the current class the chance to skip out on statistics first semester of first year and finish it the first semester, fall semester, second year. So that kind of thing is going to be possible. We do want to be flexible.
And follow up, can you describe like what a week looks like? I know when I met with you, you talked about like Monday through Thursday, kind of like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But what would like a normal week look like with the core curriculum?
So typically, Animals in Society is 1 to 3, 2 days a week. Usually it's Monday and Thursday-ish. The research methods class also is usually mornings, also 2 mornings a week, 2 hours. Statistics is usually, well, it varies depending on people's schedules, but it can be, 2 hours in one morning and 2 hours in one afternoon. But the 4 days a week, 10 to 3 is pretty predictable. So if people are interested in working one day, they definitely get a day off from classes. And we don't have really long class days. The only day where classes go a little later is on Tuesday, because Tuesday afternoon is electives time, and so often there'll be a 1 to 3 elective and a 3 to 5 elective. So there'll be that one day when some people will go to 5.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's about 15 hours of class a week, plus or minus.
Speaking of electives, I just wanted to say that students can take electives from other, like the MCM Conservation Medicine Program. There's some electives that students often take, like a BAT class, and I don't know. There's something that
They've
sometimes,
had a right. Well,
but you
Allison
choose. You don't have to.
Allison won't be here next year, so I don't know if the BAT class will still be offered, but maybe she will. And they also do, if you have some GIS experience, I think they do a drone class. Or they have done a drone class. They've done a storytelling class, which really fits in very nicely with our communications class. And actually, one of our students from 2 years ago ended up doing an externship with someone who had participated in the storytelling class. So we're a little more consistent than MCM is in our elective offers, but often they do all sorts of interesting stuff over there too.
One thing that I was wondering, is there anywhere that we can go to look at more of what alumni are doing now? I know there's a few of like what the alumni are doing now posted on like the MAPP Tufts page, but there's only a handful there.
I can share the profiles PDF that I have.
That
You
would be
want me
great.
to?
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have any particular area that you're looking for alumni in, let us know, and we will find them for you.
I was also wondering, I know it's not like a standard thing within the program, but are there any opportunities to like TA undergrads for like, sometimes that's a thing for graduate programs where you can TA as part of the like for scholarship sort of thing?
We don't have any undergraduate TAs. Sometimes we will hire a research track student to TA in the statistics class here. So it's sort of the second year for the research track student and the first teaching first year MAPP students. We are pretty far, well, not pretty far, but we're about 45 minutes from the undergraduate campus, and they are pretty protective about their teaching assistantships there. But we are looking for ways to figure out how to give students more teaching experience. Any other questions? If any questions come to you later, you can email either Jenny or me. But yeah, we're super excited. We all love this program, and the students form a nice community. I think what's most rewarding for them initially is that they're not used to being in like whole groups of people, all of whom want to help animals. Some want to be vets, some don't. Some change their mind, but one of the strengths of this program is we can provide guidance for lots of different ways to help animals that doesn't necessarily involve being a vet. And our alumni list will help sort of give you a sense of the things that are out there. Anything else I didn't? Jenny, is there anything else I didn't talk about that I should have?
Trying to think. Does anyone have any questions about the application? No. There's also a way. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. It looks like on the website that if you applied on the February 1st deadline, that decisions would be released by March 20th for that round. Do we get an email that says, check your portal or your application status has been updated? Okay.
That's exactly what you'll get. Yeah, for as far as applications are concerned, we're looking for two things. One, are you academically competent so that we can be assured that you will be able to finish the program? And the second thing is, are you a good fit? Are you interested in the kinds of things that we talk about and that we do research on here? So those are really the two things. And the essay, as well as your experiences, are the opportunities you have to talk about whether this program makes sense for you or not. And if you have questions about financial aid, you can start with Ginny, but we will direct you to the financial aid office. We know things are confusing right now as far as loans and so forth for grad school. But again, our schedule is such that MAPP students do have a chance to do substantial part-time work if they want to. And of course, we have a whole vet hospital here, and they're always looking for people to do stuff. So the employment opportunities are pretty good here.
I also just shared a link on LinkedIn. If you go to Tufts University and look up alums and then search for animals and public policy, you get a lot of our alums. The list isn't perfect because there's some other people in there that aren't our alums, but I see a lot of alums there. And, not everybody filled out a questionnaire for us. So I just wanted to share that option too.
Again, let us know if there's some particular, you find an alum you want to get in touch with. You can either just ask them, or you can go through us and we can introduce you
I find that they're always happy to talk.
They're almost always happy to talk. Yeah. Because they had fun here and it helped them a lot. All right. Well, thank you all for attending. We'll follow up. And again, if you have any questions, reach out and we'll be happy to chat with you.